so let's get into social media chat. Brian Abdul, U.S. citizen, parent, sponsored, adult, unmarried, children, priority date is 2018. Cases at the National Visa Center, how long for a green card interview? At least 3 or more years. GB King, please, Uncle Brad, what happens if I file another adjustment together with my VAWA application because the USCIS canceled the request for additional evidence for my I-45 when my spouse withdrew her I-130 application, but the status for the initial I-45 says denied? Well, even though it doesn't say denied, I'm sure your adjustment has been denied if your spouse withdrew the case. So file a new adjustment with the VAWA. That would be my advice. Can I get citizenship with 2 simple DUIs? If it's more than 5 years after the 2 simple DUIs, you can prove good moral character. But 2 DUIs may be a strike against you for good moral character. Could be. Can H-2B get married and sort out the paperwork in 5 months? Yes. You can adjust your status, absolutely. Amora, hey, Brad, I'm in the medical field and I've been sponsored for a job in the USA. If I leave, how long will it take for me to file for my fiancé after we get married? Should I get married before I go or after and then file? I think if you're married and get sponsored by your employer and get your green card, it will be faster for your spouse to get a green card than if you get married after you get your green card. So the answer is get married before you leave Jamaica. When you get your green card, your spouse will be included on that case. You won't have to refile again. John Matthew, I have a green card through VAWA and I'm going to get married next month. And how can I bring my wife to USA? In front of my future wife, did officer will ask how many times I'm married. You were married twice. You tell the truth. If you have a green card, your wife will take about 3 years to get a green card to come to the U.S. Paul Frankie, Mr. Brad, the 90-day rule for minor children too. They don't know what the parent is doing for them. Generally, no, and a minor cannot make a misrepresentation. So that's the general answer. Wait the 90 days. But yeah, you have a much stronger case against misrepresentation for a minor who doesn't know what they're doing. Michael Hall, how long after I draw my I-130 application with my wife can I file a new I-130? The next day. How can I bring my child to the USA while her I-130 is in process? Well, you can try to get her a visitor's visa, but there's no guarantee it'll happen. You could also apply for a K-3 visa, but usually those take just as long as the I-130. Roxanne, can I send a check for the total of $1,760 or do I need separate checks? Separate checks. Simone, how do you go about extending a tourist visa? File an I-539. Show you have a return plane ticket 6 months later, an I-134 affidavit support, and a good reason to stay for 6 more months. Yolanda, if a person married to a U.S. citizen has a child, 19 years old, married when he was 18, can the spouse file for him? Yes, it's a legal marriage. Claudine, Brad, you have any idea what's the holdup with the U.S. Embassy in Jamaica? We waiting forever. Yes. Trump, COVID, people quit their jobs. Put them all together in a big mix, and you got a big mess. Big backlogs. That's what's going on because of those 3 reasons. El Mezcalito News. Can I go see my girlfriend with an advance parole? If you are eligible to get advance parole, go travel outside the U.S. and come back. Absolutely. Natty. Can my kids get a passport immediately after they got their citizenship without filing N-600? If they're eligible for a U.S. passport as derivative citizens, they'll get a U.S. passport, but you should also do the N-600 as well. Muhammad, I have a felony. I fly back to my country and abandon the green card. Can my wife apply for a green card again? She can if you're eligible for a waiver. I don't know what the felony is for. Francisco de Paula Ignacio Nito. Hello, Brad. Hope all is well. I've got advance parole with typo on my last name. Do you think that'll have issues coming back to the States? Certainly, they're going to ask some questions for sure. The advance parole was definitely given to you. I think you're going to have a harder time getting on the airplane than actually getting into the U.S. once you get here. I think the airplane is going to give you a problem. That's what I think. I think if you can try to get it replaced, I know it's a long time to get replaced, but I think you're going to have a problem with the airplane. Marlon, hi, Brad. My wife filed for me and my daughter. We received the receipt numbers, but only my daughter received a notice letter from USCIS. Is it important to get both receipt notices? Yes, it's important to get receipt notices for everybody. Does the RFE medical means waives the interview in the I-130s already? No, just means they're asking for the medical now and hope that they will not ask for an interview, but odds are they will not ask for an interview. Melon, if you self-deport, how long do you have to wait to file for paperwork to legally try to enter again if married to a citizen in the USA? You can file immediately, but you need lots of waivers. I got my 10-year green card in 2018. When can I go for citizenship? If you were married in a bona fide marriage to a U.S. citizen right now. if you've had a green card for more than 5 years at the 5-year mark. So I don't know if you had a 2-year card first or not. So sometime in 2023, presumably, worst case scenario. Simone Merchant. Hi, Brad. I entered the United States on a visitor's visa, getting married before my I-94 expired. My fiancé just applied for citizenship. What's the next step? Get married. Let him file for you. When he becomes a citizen, upgrade the case and adjust your status. Tawan, can my sister file for me? How long does it take? 10 years, 12 years? Who knows if you'll be able to adjust? Long time. George in the kitchen. If I file my I-75 and see my case was updated to show fingerprints, how long do I have to wait? And so my 751, you're going to wait several years. Rocky, married a U.S. citizen in 2019. Nothing approved yet. I had been arrested multiple times, but they never convicted or guilty of any cases dismissed. Will they approve my green card? If you were arrested multiple times, they may not for moral character issues. Depends what the arrests were for. Odu Jafar. Hello, please. Can I add my spouse as a beneficiary for bank account? Or is a joint bank account very important? Yes, joint bank account is very important. Shows you're in a bona fide marriage. Bona fide marriage financial relationship starts with a joint bank account. I say it all the time. Extraordinarily important. Last Mupundi, can I adjust my status to marriage when I was given a conditional parole? Yes. Simone, how long does it take to file for an 11-year-old? My husband filed for her. He's a citizen. I don't know where your 11-year-old is, but let's assume your 11-year-old's in another country about 2.5 years. They're here about 1 year to adjust. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.